black shades on, the bricks done, looking so hot as hell, no shades on. They want me locked up, but still I grind on. Money is the motive, I get paid till my day's gone. So when they block me now, I just stay calm, knowing that my time will come. Until then, I just stay on. See, I turned the page, told the streets I'm getting paid. My mind's beautiful, but inside my heart's eternal rage. I'm grown, so I don't beef, I just don't pricks behave. And if you don't, then my success will send you to your grave. I'm not a rapper, I'm a revolution. I was raised in South London, either you're crazy or you're fucking brave. I came from Handsworth Plaza to the Brixton Gaza.
Do you think it's like harder for the youth today to break the cycle than maybe like back in the day? Do you think it's harder now, or what's your
I think the cycle nowadays is easier to break. Yeah, I think it's much easier than when I was growing up. They got more platforms available to them now. Yeah, before there was no platforms. It was like, and now that the whole online thing has made it more accessible for them to reach people and reach opportunities, and whereas we was just stuck on the estate and there was no avenues. If you don't know someone or you don't know where to go, then that's it. There's no other option but to like go to like street crime or whatever. So now they've got a better, bigger, wider choice of variety. They can say, you know what, we're going to street crime, or we're gonna go and get a job, or they've got more wider choice, more opportunities.
So like basically the access for education, for knowledge, or to reach out to people is just much more wider. So
yeah, it's much more accessible, definitely.
Like obviously so far we've been speaking to like lots of people from colleges and different places, and we found that like a lot of them are really struggling to break the cycle. I mean, why do you think a lot of young people are struggling now to try and break that cycle?
You know, even though there's like opportunities, the cycle is still going to be a mental thing as well. So a lot of them are messed up mentally because of certain things that society has pushed on our mind state. It's kind of, we start with fighting with demons, we're struggling and fighting certain things, materialism and just success thing, and a lot of these things we're aiming for. Society says you have to live a certain way, you got to be a certain way. This is success, that is a loser, and we're constantly trying to fight these battles as well. So it's a mind state thing as well. A lot of the young people, if they need to be re-educate their whole mindset and understand certain things, and I think then it will change. If you just you can just come from a certain background, but if you just go into college normally, you're still gonna be like, I'm doing all this work, but I don't feel I should be doing it. I don't understand it properly. I don't understand me, and I don't understand them, and there's just so much confusion going on. That's gonna cause another problem as well. So even though you got an opportunity, your mindset can still be a downfall.
Obviously, a lot of people follow. You got a big following and whatnot, and a lot of people are inspired by your journey. You know what you've been through, and the fact that you're still here pushing. You know, which is great. I mean, do you think like celebrityism is kind of like part of the problem for a lot of young people nowadays?
Yeah, the whole celebrity factor is a big problem. I think, not easy, even because of the online thing, it's made like a paint and decorator is trying to be celebrity paint and decorator. Everyone's trying to be add the celebrity to their occupation, whatever they're doing. Like the lollipop man wants to be a celebrity lollipop man, like wants to make YouTube videos, and so that added on pressure for the young people is like, if they're doing a job and if they're not getting no attention from it, they feel like they're not doing well. So they feel like, well, you know what, no one doesn't know about me, or I can't do videos about this because it's not that kind of job, or it's not. So they feel like, well, you know what, I'm in a boring position, I'm not really being successful. And that's because society has pushed this thing on like, well, you have to be in the limelight and take videos, and your office has to look like a great millionaire office, and you have to be in Canary Wharf next to the river. If it's just in the backstreet one, like you're a loser. And that pressure is added onto the young people. They're always thinking that, well, my office is dusty, I can't really take pictures, and that celebrity thing is definitely a big problem with today's culture.
Do you think like a lot of young people feel like, because obviously me and you might know the business angle on the back end, but a lot of young people might see someone on TV and think instantly, you know, that's what I want to be like, or they must have loads of money, but really they don't know the reality of people's situation. Yeah. People might look glamorous on the TV or on the radio, but the reality of their situation could be a whole lot different. Yeah. Do you think young people are getting that confused? Or?
Yeah, I think because what's happening as well, especially in today's media, they're not showing you the journey of people. They're just showing you the successful bit. So the successful bit's always portrayed like boom, And you're like, raw. But you see them boom, and it's like they're successful. They're worth 20 billion, and they're like, whoa. And then this like he's an actor, and so you're thinking, wow, I need to go into acting. But they're not. They didn't tell you that he's been acting for like 25 years, and he was broke. He's living at his friend's settee, and then then after that now he's like 40, and he buffed at 40 years old. They forgot all that bit. So it looks like he just does acting, and he was famous. Someone saw him in one casting studio, and he's got signed, and he's famous. They know he's on other roles that you ain't seen because they're budget films, and he's got loads of things happening, and a lot of people forget that role. Same with a music artist, they just see him on TV and think, oh yeah, wow, he got signed and now he's got £1 million. That does happen sometimes, but they don't really last long. But the majority have been in the game for years, like 15, 20 years deep, working hard, and have no success, have been broke, broke up their wives, and they've got loads of problems that have come with that success. And a lot of them they don't understand that formula. That's what a lot of people go through, and they need to understand that before you look and kind of get into that kind of problem.
Do you think a lot of people kind of are trying to get rich quick? A lot of young people, they feel like everything's like they're trying to get.
Yeah, because this generation, this is same again. It goes with this, a lot of what's happening in society in general. Like everything's like make £1 million in a day, do some. What's the things called online things? What's the things called trading? Be a trader and you make $1 million in a week and all that, and then got my Lamborghini and I got this and this person done this, and it's like, well, that's not realistic. I'm saying, but that's what, because you're showing so much of this. All I keep telling young people, those people are good marketing people. That's what it is.
A lot of people kind of want to live that kind of Scarface life. I mean, what advice would you give to young people that kind of feel like they want to kind of get input that it's a lot of excitement?
Yeah, you know what it is? Even when I was younger, that life was appealing to me because it just looked enjoyable. Like adrenaline, like just young and wild, and that kind of looks. But then this is what people forget, and then this is what I was forgetting. See, when you see those movies and you try to buy into that, they skip the bits when it's, when they go to jail, it says 10 years later. But in real life, you got to do the day by day and the hour by hour of that 10 years. And that's what they forget. Everything's just skipping, and you're thinking, oh right, skipped from 10 years, he done this and he went in a big house. But that was over like a 30-year period. In real life, you've got to live those hours, those days of that 30 years for real. And that's what everyone forgets. So that movie lifestyle is going to come with a lot of jail time. You're going to lose friends for real. See the movie, you see at a funeral, it looks all, you think, yeah, it looks good, they're playing a nice song in the background. You got to go through that for real. Lose your friend for real, see your mum crying for real. And then you got to go to prison, and you might go to prison for the rest of your life. And people forget that concept, that it's real. That movie lifestyle, this is what comes with it. They always, you know what it is, they always see the glamorous bit, like the money, the stacks of money, the cars, the women and that. Yeah, that can happen, but then this bit comes with it as well. And they forget this bit. Everyone always cuts out the prison, the people dying, the hard grinding, and the police station, you're gonna be in the police station all the time, and all this kind of stuff. You forget the bad bits and how people you're gonna hurt. That bit is always like kind of pushed in the background, and then the glamour bits up there. And they do it all the time in films. They just cut. It says, yeah, 10 years later. And they need to remember about the 10 years later bit. Like that's for real. You got to really live that bit. That's the real. That comes with that gangster lifestyle.
100%. What advice would you give to like young girls that are maybe falling for the gangsters?
You know, I see females. I rate females very highly. I see them as the ones that are when they find themselves and they get on point, they will outshine the man because they are more powerful than the man. I'm saying to you, that's how I see women on that kind of level. So, but you know what it is, you see, women have to sort of find themselves, and then when you find who you are and understand who you are as a woman, you will then not, certain things won't be attractive to you. Yeah, you will see that as well, that boy is lost. You'll see like, wow, this is lost, and then you will either try to help them and speak to them, or then you will move forward. I'm saying to you, because that's what happens. You have to find yourself. That's with everyone, even the guys, young guys. When you find yourself, you will look back at something, and then that's not attractive to you. Because that'd be like, bro, that's kind of actually dumb. That's what I'm saying to you. The more you find and educate yourself, the more things you look at things properly. Well, like your third eye, you look at things with your third eye, and you be like, nah, actually, this doesn't look attractive. This lifestyle, this thing is actually dumb. When you weigh down a lot of street stuff, you like, logically, like, this is actually dumb. And then that's what I'm saying to you, think differently, and that's what a lot of females, when they find themselves, they will then look back at some of these guys and like, this is not attractive, it's actually dumb.
That's a great answer.
It's very dumb, and that's just real, that's real.
So what about like for girls that maybe are struggling to find themselves, what sort of would you give them any type of advice, just in life, general, like?
For a lot of women, if they need to start reading. They need to start studying about just women and life in general. They need to understand about life in general, just who they are. What's a woman? What's a woman? What's inside of a woman? What's the cycle of a woman? They need to understand who they are. When you understand who you are, everything changes. A lot of women, a lot of girls now, their mums and dads was dysfunctional, so they haven't been told about certain things like how their period cycles are running, and they don't understand nothing. They don't know who they are, the power within them. They don't even understand about birth. They're just breeding for some random guys. They don't understand about the whole cycle of how things go. Random people shouldn't be having sex with you. They don't understand the power. When they start understanding the power within them, everything will change. That's what I say to all females. They start going back and learning. And if you see women around that are doing well, go and be around them. Look for mentors. Yeah, look, I said to the guys as well. People that are doing well around you, who do you see as doing well? Go and find them. Go and speak to them. See what routines they're doing, what they're doing, and what can they teach you, what can you learn from them. And that will help you in your life, and then you start opening up and start changing. But that's the only way forward. You have to know it starts with you. You can't go outside, you have to go in first. And that's what I said to everyone.
I think that's a great answer, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
You gonna move to me? Yes, done now. PD, feel me? Epic. Show my time, yo, we going in, exclusive.
That's bad.
Yo.